Right, fellas. Ladies, too. I know your ladies watch this. This Bushmill 10-year-old Irish whiskey is going to be the last for now, I'm assuming. I don't know any other one that I would like to buy, try, and collect. But for now, this will end that series that I've been doing on Irish whiskeys. I think I've done about 3, 4, maybe this is number 5 or this is number 4. Whatever. Anyhow, I wanted to start here. I fell in love when I learned about this. I learned about this product because of this 10-year-old single malt. Okay? Now, in search of this, I ended up with this, the 16, which is a phenomenal product, for lack of a better term, or lack of a better word. I'm in love with the 16. I have it once in a while because of its fruitiness. It's so fruity. It's great. I mean, I wish the alcohol level was a little higher than 40, but you know, not everything's perfect. Anyhow, this stuff I picked up at Total Wine. I was in a search for a 15-year-old Bowmore Darkest, which is 12 years in bourbon barrel and the last 3 years of maturation, equaling to 15 in a first fill Sherry Oloroso. I mean, you got to see this color. You know there's no E150 in there. Anyhow, this is what I wanted to try. This is what's here right now. And in addition to this, I wanted to bring another one, another Bushmill. It's called Honey, I believe. Honey, something else, or just simply Honey. Anyhow, I wanted to try, but I didn't bring it for some, I don't know, and it was really cheap. This was $30, $30.49 to be precise, plus taxes. And I think it was leaking because I could smell it out here, and I don't know if you can see, it's missing a little bit in there, and it was a little bit, you know, wet. So I don't know if the cork was all the way in there. So whatever. Let's give it a try. Let's work with this Bushmills people that make an incredible product. So in love with it. So in love with it. So this is 750 ml, 40% alcohol by volume, mature in bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks for a minimum of 10 years. Giving this whiskey a smooth honey flavor with hints of ripe fruits. You know those dried fruits are coming from the sherry cask. Alright, let's give it a shot. Yeah, it was. I mean, the cork is all wet. Yeah, this thing leaked. Without a doubt, it leaked. And I just made a mess. Because I'm fucking clumsy when it comes to this shit. Yeah, I should put some more. It's not gonna cut it. Yes, sir. Let's do this. Man, this bottle's really fucked up. Anyhow, unique shape, this bottle, huh? You guys agree? I love it. I love grabbing the 16. The 16-year-old, I love it. I love it. It comes in this little cardboard cylinder. The 16-year-old, I didn't break it. I tried to take it apart because it had some numbers there, and I was curious about it. And when I went to see, of course, it tells you when it was bottled. This thing was bottled like 8 years ago, or 6 years ago. I think it was 8 years ago. So it's been bottled for like 8 years. Imagine that. That was distilled a long time ago. Anyhow, color really light. I don't know if they put any E150 here. I don't know if the Irish monks deal with that stuff out there. And they probably don't even have to. I mean, it's combined with sherry. Sherry, typically, it's a little darker than... Oh, yeah. You know, the 16 has a lot of berries. And this one has a lot of sherry. Sherry Oloroso. This is what I'm picking up here. And those small little layers of honey in the back. Yeah, sherry is definitely what predominates here. Guys, for 30 bucks, man, this is great stuff. I know that sometimes, you know, when you go to the liquor store, you want to go for what you know, shooting for single malt and, but nowadays, man, let me tell you, for you to get a nice single malt for less than $50, it's hard. It's hard. Now 12-year-olds, unless you're getting a Glenfiddich or Glenlivet, you're probably getting for like between 26 to 35 bucks, depends where you buy it from. But I am telling you, you guys will have a very nice time with this stuff. This was 30. And I have yet to try this. It's Big Brother, 16-year-old. It's amazing for another 30 bucks, double the price. But I'm pleased. I can tell you right now, I would much rather drink this 16 for 60 bucks than to spend 75 for a single barrel Balbini, 12-year-old Scotch. To be honest with you, I'm being frank with you. I'd rather pay 60 than 75 plus taxes for the other one. I enjoy this more. Balbini for some reason has this acidic finish toward the end, and I don't know if my brother and I talked about it in some of our videos, but in a trip to Breckenridge up in Colorado, we bought a 21-year-old. I've had the 21 before. He and I had the 21-year-old before, but back then we weren't nosing or smelling or tasting it. We were just pounding it, We figured a 21-year-old bottle of Scotch, 200 bucks. Let's just, until we started to, get more familiarized with the products. And then at that point, so the first time I had one, we didn't care about it. We just pounded the product. And then when we started getting into nosing and all of that, then we say, you know what? We're up in the mountains, 10,000 feet above sea level. Why not? Let's go and get it. We got another one. And we, along with something else, I think it was a Glenlivet 21, the Archive. So, needless to say, it came back again. The bitterness toward the end. And I don't know if it has anything to do with the Madeira cask finishes that they use or the port wine casks. I don't know what it is, but the only one that I respectively really like from Balbini is the 12-year-old double wood. I also have a 17-year-old double wood. I pay like 140 bucks for it. The 12-year-old double wood is like 45, 50. I could have saved 80 bucks or gotten me like an additional two bottles extra with those $80 and be pleased. I'm disappointed on the Balbini 17, unless I got a bad batch. I don't know, folks. But I'm telling you, the 12-year-old Balbini is much better than the 17. In my opinion, okay, my opinion only. Don't fuck with me. Don't send me emails, you're wrong, this and that. This is my opinion, alright? Cheerio, cornflakes. And I'm talking about Tony the Tiger. I'm not talking about cornflake plain with no frosted sugar on top. Tony the Tiger shit. There's a fruitiness. There's sherry. Definitely honey. Wow. This is what I'm telling you. This stuff is great. Great product. Amazing. Yeah? Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? You guys gotta try this shit. Let me tell you. I never thought I was gonna go beyond the threshold or step out of the boundaries of Scotch whiskeys. First I started with single malts and I said, why not a couple of blends here and there? Then I reviewed the entire Johnny Walker lineup. Then I couldn't get what I was looking for and I encountered Irish. And you know what? Dude, this stuff is great. I have nearly 200 bottles of Scotch whiskey. And I am telling you, I only have about 5 of this Irish stuff. And there's probably, out of those 100 plus 200 bottle Scotch whiskey I got, I could easily trade off 100 of them for this Irish stuff. This is good. You guys got to give it a shot. You know what? If your budget is 30, 40 bucks for this week to buy something that you had already drank in the past, just buy this, add it to your collection, have a different experience, and wait another 2 weeks until you get paid, or next week, or at the end of the month, whatever. And then buy what you want. But dude, take a leap. Try this shit. It's good. I'm telling you. Boom. Really good. Really good. Is it better than the 16? They're a little different. The 16 has more of a concentration toward the fruitiness as opposed to this. Here you do pick up the fruitiness, but you pick up more the sherry. I'm a sherry lover. Ironically, we are called the peat lovers, and we do like peat to a certain extent. You know, my threshold is R big. Anything peaty than that, it's out the window. So, guys, give it a shot. You know, I'm enjoying this. This dram is for all of you guys. Try it. Believe me, you'll like it. And if you don't, whatever. You know, 30 bucks. You guys probably made that in an hour. All right. Let me know what you think about this. All right. Bushmill 10 single malt.